welcome back everyone, and this is your Sunday easy and gentle yoga workout. I want to begin this restorative session on our kneeling position today. So let's begin in a tabletop. Put your wrist, elbow, shoulders, one on top of another, and knees approximately hips width apart. Plant your hands really firmly and begin your cat and cow tabletop flow. If it feels comfortable, close your eyes. We are ready to set an intentions for this practice. And if you want, of course, to keep your eyes open, please do. But it's much easier to calm down, to slow down the mind, and bring more attention and intention within. So go ahead and close your eyes. At least give it a try. Continue to flow up and down, expressing through your heart. And on the way down, around your spine, relax your neck. Take a deep breath in through the nose and gentle, slow exhalation with awareness on the way down to your cat. Let's set an intention for this practice to flow with open heart, as always with no expectation, with love and respect towards our body, towards our time, towards people around us. Take a deep breath in. And on exhalation, round your spine again. Let's do it for 1 or 2 times more. And now open up your eyes, guys. And go ahead and dive very gentle towards your child pose. Put your hands up front of your body and put your forehead on the floor. And from this position, slowly, guys, go ahead and flow towards the one side. I'm going towards the right and cover your right hand with your left, so you can feel a little bit more stretches on your left side. And then slowly, again, keep your eyes closed or open, it doesn't matter. Cover your left hand with your right and just dive in. Again, let all the tension go. The challenging week of the workouts and of work is behind. It's time for our body to restore, to recover, to rest, to come back within, all the way back to the center, and slowly vertebra by vertebra, just like a cat, flow all the way to the front. If this flow doesn't go really well with you fully, just stay in the halfway through. You don't have to go to the full cobra or up dog. You can go just to the kneeling tabletop position and dive all the way back. Keep your eyes closed or open, guys. Whatever again feels right and feel comfortable for your body today, and simply continue to flow. We're gonna go in approximately through 5 or 6 flows here. Depend how fast or how slow you're moving. And again, there is no right or wrong, but the one thing I want you to definitely pay attention is what's happening in your back. Try not to skip any compartments of your spine while you're doing this, and just flow with a greater attention to your back in general. And let's do a couple more. And another one. And once you will reach to your up dog or cobra, or maybe that's going to be a sphinx for some of us, when your elbows on the floor, that is also totally fine. You can do that. Just roll your shoulders, whether you're in your dog, cobra, or sphinx, slightly backwards, maybe even for a couple of times, just to make sure that you find the freedom with the shoulders and neck. And gently, guys, look up. Nice work. Let's look all the way above the one shoulder and all the way above another shoulder. And do it with me one more time. Very nice. And another one. And let's give a little break to our wrist. We're gonna go back to the child pose, and this time bring your elbows off the ground. Find your hands on the fingertips and just send your chest straight down towards the floor. And you can actually replace when we do our puppy pose with this child pose with the hands on the ground, on the fingertips as well. Take another deep breath in, and on exhalation, rise back up. We go for a few more cat and cows here. Toes together, heels together, knees slightly wider, and your hands still stay on the fingertips, of course, if that's available for your hands, for your wrist. It's a great little stretch for the fingers as well, just like any other body part, just like our ankles and wrists. Our fingers and palms need some good quality stretches and strengthening as well. And one more. Good work. Go ahead and plant your hands back on the ground. Spread your knees a little bit even wider and slowly flow to your child pose as well. And slowly flow to the front. This way you might not go all the way with me. Maybe it's going to be a little bit less deep, and that's totally fine. We start to open our hips and hip flexor along with our lower back. This is it. And again, it was a challenging way, at least for me. Hopefully it was at least a little bit a challenging week of the workouts for you, and we all have different jobs, different responsibilities, different events coming our way, different challenges coming our way as well, daily, weekly, monthly, and our mind the same as our body needs some decompression, needs some relaxation, needs some tension release. And let's do one more. Stop right here, guys. If you can, of course, for just a few extra seconds, just a couple extra breaths. In one day, you might feel a little bit more flexible than other, which is totally fine. That happens with everyone. Let's reach our one leg up, and we're gonna go for the gentle flow, knee towards the nose, just with the one leg, and then the same leg we will proceed with a gentle hip circles on the kneeling position. Just the 2 or 3 more. We're not working on the counts here today or on the timer. I want you to move in a comfortable pace for sure. And reach and extend, guys, all the way. Go ahead and give this leg just a few hip circles. So it doesn't have to be a wide one. Give it a best range of motion which is available today. Again, stretching is very important, and we try to work it in every single workout, at least a few minutes. But at the same time, it's definitely not enough. At least once or twice a week we should dedicate just maybe 30-40 minutes, if you have those 30-40 minutes, to your stretching routine. That's exactly what we're doing now. Even when it's gentle, even when it doesn't feel like a workout, go ahead and change your leg already. It gives you a tremendous benefits. And you will start to notice, maybe not right away, especially if you haven't done yoga before, if you haven't done any type of stretching before, maybe not right away, but you will within a few weeks. You will start to sleep better if you don't sleep well. You will experience less pains and aches for sure in the knees, elbows, wrists, back if you have some of those. And give me one more. Reach up and go for the gentle hip circle on the other side. Again, it doesn't have to be fast or super wide. Just move what feels right, what feels comfortable. Today's practice is all about restoration and relaxation and recovery. All right, we will continue this floor complex with the hip circles which is always great for the body, great for hips, for knees, for elbows even. So start to add a little bit of full body movement here. Shoulders, lower back. And don't be afraid, guys, to move freely. This is your body. I want you to feel great while you're moving, and if you have to close your eyes, you can always do that and just listen to my voice. Let's go ahead and reverse the movement. Just a few hip circles. The range of motion which is available. Sometimes one side goes really much better than other. We know that, so it's not a surprise, but we're working on bringing the evenness in our body, bringing the health, restores the range of motion. And let's do one more time and finish this hip circle here. Very good. Nice work, everyone. So go ahead and put your fist on the floor. If one at a time is already a challenge for your wrist and for your fingers, for your palms, then just stay right here and then switch it. If it feels pretty natural and you can put both fists on the floor, then do it this way with me. If you feel absolutely confident and comfortable, we're gonna go for a little bit more challenging or wrist strengthening here. Lift your knees off the ground. You don't have to do that. This is an option, but definitely if it feels confident, give it a try. Very nice. Go ahead and land your knees on the floor and just one arm at a time. Just bend your elbow even deeper to stretch in the upper arm and the wrist at the same time. Come on back up. We're gonna give it one more. Wrist first. Bring a little bit tension. And then elbow down towards the floor. Very good. Let's do the same from the other side. Start with the wrist. Put some extra resistance, extra body pressure there, and then elbow down towards the floor. And rise back up. Let's go a little bit deeper. We do it one more time. Send some pressure on that wrist, and then go ahead and land it a little bit deeper. Nice job, guys. Put your both hands and elbows on the floor. Go ahead and reach your one leg up. Send it all the way off the side of your mat and see how it feels. If that's already a lot, stay right there, or go ahead and land your shoulder on the floor. Close your eyes, my friends, and just give it a feel good rest here. Your shoulder is working and stretching your back, and if at any moment you will need to come out, let's do it. Let's slowly come back up and hold, guys, this leg all the way on the side. Try to maintain the hips in between this knee and that extended leg, and we're going for that puppy pose. Remember, we talked about modification at the beginning. You can go with your child and just lift your elbows slightly off the ground instead the full puppy pose here. Be aware of your shoulders. Make sure it feels right. Maybe not always easy, but it doesn't hurt your body. The asana, the form, shouldn't hurt your body. Again, it can be quite challenging sometimes, but it still gives you a sensation of doing the things right. Come on back, and we return back on our elbows. We will go ahead and send the other foot all the way outside. And just gently stay right here if that's already a lot, or slide that other arm underneath. Cover your ear, the top of your head with the opposite arm if it's available, or just hold it any place which feels good. And we just hold in for a few extra breaths here. Inhalation, exhalation. And let's slowly start to come back. Keep that leg all the way where it is. And what we're doing, we're diving into the puppy pose. When our tailbone remain in between the hip, knee, and the extended leg between the foot and knee. And if your chest goes all the way till the floor, that's amazing. And if it's not, it will. Something to work towards. Try to give it a few, 2 or 3 inhalations and exhalations at least. And let's start to come back. We will continue with a little bit more active flow. You can definitely opt out of your downward facing dog today and continue to be on your kneeling position. But if you feel good, go ahead and join me. Come on up on your tippy toes and stretch your feet, guys. And come on back down. Come on up on your tippy toes and stretch your feet. Body weight slightly more towards the hands, so you have more range of motion, and then shift your body weight back towards it, hips away from the shoulders. Begin to the front and to the back. Let's do one more to the front and to the back. Very good. If you need to return back to your child pose at any time, please do so. Go ahead and drive your one hand toward the opposite ankle. One of my favorite 3-point downward facing dog stretches. It's literally targets every muscle pretty much in our body. Your shoulders, your arms, your back. Try to express through the rib cage as well. And then slowly switch the direction. Go ahead and reach on the other side. If you don't feel safe being in the 3-point, please don't do it then. Alright. Let's return back. And we're going to bring our knees back. Work on our toes just a little bit. Always remember you can use your knee pads, just extra cushions, like made from little foam. It would be very helpful for those who have a sensitive knees. And always consider to prepare your dogs for your restorative practice, restorative stretches. And if you can't sit on your feet, I strongly recommend you still try to do it. Maybe you would have to put your fist on the floor, and that's one option. Maybe you sit for just a few seconds and then you release your toes. Whichever you choose, you have to do something, guys, because if you're not doing it, less likely it will improve. This is unfortunate, but this is the truth. Come on up for the toe squat. As a children, we all could do it pretty easily. I'm sure you don't have to bring your arms off the ground, your hands, but if it comes there, come up, guys, with me and practice this little balance here. Very good. And go ahead, walk back and sit on your toes for just another 2 or 3 extra breaths. All right, let's go ahead and come back to our cat and cow. We do a couple more flows here just to make sure that the back is feeling good. And then reach your one leg up if you're following me, so you don't forget take your right knee and put it right above your left. If this is pretty much unavailable, do it any other way you can do it. It's just like your Gomukhasana or cow face pose. So we start to gently descend back our sit bones toward the floor, but we hold the arms in the position of that tabletop. Try to relax. Try to bring the belly down towards the top leg. Close your eyes. Release your chin on the knee if you can. Take your time to hold this. And slowly flow back towards the tabletop. We return our elbows back on the floor. And from this position, we're gonna do just a few looks towards the tailbone. Keep your hips stable and just with the waistline, like you're trying to see what's actually going on with those crisscross legs. Very good. One more. Nice job. If this is already pretty much so challenging, you don't feel like moving anywhere else, you don't have to. But if you come in deeper for that puppy pose with me again, with your Gomukhasana in a tabletop position, go ahead and join me. Another option would be here to put a pillow underneath your chest or the block. Let's calm down our breathing and just guys enjoy your stretching. We hold in asanas a little bit longer so we can definitely relax our body in a deeper way. Target a little bit deeper levels. And let's slowly return back. It feels so good. Let's go ahead and undo the legs and set them a little bit wider just to release the tension from the feet, from the knees if anything built. And then we're gonna go to the other side. Open up to one side, maybe slide your hand even behind. Take your time. You're not in a hurry, and all the way from the other side. Try to feel every stretch, and you don't have to go as deep as I go if it's not there yet. And let's return back. So if you followed me, we did all right. So we're gonna take our left leg, extend, and put your left knee on top on the right. You might find that one side was much better than other, which is normal, again, completely normal. We start to shift our body weight just like you're trying to sit to your Gomukhasana or cow face pose, but you're still holding your hands far away up front in the position where you pretty much started. And go ahead and just move a little bit deeper into the form if available. Rise up, settle down again. Doesn't have to be perfect at all. And let's slowly start to return back. We're coming back again on the forearms. We do exactly the same what we did with the other side crisscross. So just you trying to look behind your body towards the tailbone. Give it an extra mobility to the lower back. And then if that's already low, stay right here. Maybe even undo those legs, right? Or dive all the way down. I planned for us to practice a few gentle back bends for us today in Ustrasana. And then we're gonna move back towards the seated position for the seated forward fold and a couple couple closing asanas on our back. So for our Ustrasana, if your knees, again sensitive, put some extra cushions, definitely, for those knees. My mat is pretty thick, but sometimes I need them as well. So we will begin just with the one hand. So if you're using your right, then put your right hand into your right ankle. You don't have to bring that other arm overhead, but if you will, make sure that it doesn't hurt your neck or shoulders. And let's slowly return, and we will repose and compensate. Slowly go ahead and put your top of the head on the floor. That way we can restore the back and even stretch the neck a little bit. If it doesn't feel right to roll forward and back, then don't do it, guys. But if it is, definitely give it a few movements before we're gonna go and do the Ustrasana from the other side. A few gentle guidelines here. Always choose to put your hands into the back if you have to. Avoid overhead if you're not ready with the opposite arm, and push the hips slightly forward and chest slightly up. Try to do your best to square your hips. We will compensate this time in our downward facing dog. Always a great compensation after the back bends. Relax your head and neck, make sure it's fully relaxed, and go ahead and ground your knees. Your Virasana. If you can't sit on the floor, guys, that's okay. I would recommend you to put the blocks or just any extra elevation, pillows, blankets. If you're practicing home, if you're practicing in a gym, you might even have blocks over there, or just the gym mats. All right, we're gonna hold it for a few seconds, for a few breaths here. If you need to put the hands on the floor, put the hands on the floor. If you don't have to, you don't have to. You may put your hands on your legs, up front of the heart, namaste. As long as you're comfortable and can relax into the stretch, this is all. And let's slowly your way. Doesn't have to be my way. Do it your way, guys. Go ahead and extend your legs. We're ready for seated forward fold. Before we dive in, go ahead and pull your glutes out. Make sure that you're sitting nice and leveled on the post sit bone. And again, it might not go really low, which is absolutely normal. You might be still sitting a little bit higher or completely with a straight back, which is very normal. You will progress, but you have to commit to the couple days of practice a week. All right, we will hold it for 2 or 3 breaths here. Make sure that you listen to your body and evolve if you have to. Rise up, lengthen in more, and then release and relax a little bit deeper. Please do that. Don't keep your body lifeless. Your body is alive. The body wants to move. And let's slowly start to rise up and go ahead and lay down with me, guys. Lay down all the way. That feels so good. We will draw our knees towards the chest, and we will give a little circle here, and then give it another hug. Then go ahead and give another circle, and give it another hug, and repeat it. Circle it, and give it a hug, and again circle it, give it a hug, and hold for just a few seconds. Nice work. Let's slowly put our right above the left, just like we did Gomukhasana, right? Or go ahead and wrap it to the full eagle. If your right leg above the left, then we're gonna take our legs towards the left, just like that. Just move it a little bit here and there, make it comfortable, and go ahead, look opposite direction from your knees. Close your eyes or keep them open, just make sure it's comfortable. And if you have to undo your legs a little bit earlier, don't hesitate and do it, of course. And let's return back. We will switch direction, just a Gomukhasana, one on top of another, or for the full eagle. And if you're left above the right, we're gonna take knees towards the left. Every just a few times, make sure it feels comfortable. Prop your knees with the pillows or blocks and look opposite direction from your knees. Close your eyes. And on exhalation, again, let all the tension go. There is no place in our body for unhealthy tension. If it's excitement, it's a different thing, but if it's a tension from the working week, from the stress, from anything else, from external stressors, it's only poisons our body. It doesn't let the body heal properly. Stress and tension, never good for physical body. All right, unless it's making us stronger, like our strong workout. But when we choose to have that stress and we know it's gonna make us stronger and we take it with a joy, that's a different. But when we resist to the stress and we don't want to experience it and we're still holding on it, that's definitely not good. So let's go ahead and put our both feet together for the final Baddha Konasana. Put your hands on your belly or any other place. It feels good, it feels right. Take a deep breath in, expand your belly. Keep your eyes closed and relaxed. And on exhalation, let the belly deflate. Let all the tension go. Inhalations through the nose. Expand your belly and give your body a beautiful, big smile. The loving smile towards the world, towards yourself, towards the people around us. And on exhalation, deflate that belly. Now on inhalation, guys, expand the belly again. And on exhalation, let the knees to melt completely. We don't need any tension in the hips either. Release your lower back and let your lower back to melt down towards the floor. Bring attention to your hands on your belly. Feeling the life inside. Your body is unique, is special. No one ever will be able to walk in your shoes. Take another deep breath in. And on exhalation, let all the remaining tension go. The tension doesn't serve us well. All it does, it keeps our body even more stressed. So it makes all sense to let all the tension, frustration, discontent, anxiety, dislikes, envy, anger, just go away. So we can put our body to the path of healing, vitality, health we desire, and as a result, feeling happy, healthy, and attract in our lives abundance, happiness, love, anything you want. Because anything you desire, you already possess. So with that, let's take a deep breath in and another big, beautiful smile. Reach those both hands, guys, up toward the sky. Bring your both knees together. Open your eyes or keep them closed and start to make your way back to the seated position. Go ahead and crisscross your both feet up front. Bring your both hands up front for your heart. Look inside your heart and send a silent gratitude to the universe for everything we have. Smile with your heart and share your smile with others. And namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me this beautiful, gentle, easy, and restorative practice today. I hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget, guys, to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, definitely rest and recover well. And we're getting ready for the new challenge. I will see you all tomorrow.